Hello, Aluxers! This is a special series we're doing before the end of the year, where we'll be answering some of the most common questions you guys have asked us over the past 12 months. We wanted to do something like a Q&A for a while now. As always, the answers might not be exactly what you want to hear, but we'll be honest and somewhat to the point. If this is your first time watching one of our videos, welcome! Click the subscribe button right now because we're providing massive value for the following days, and you don't want to miss it. With that out of the way, here's today's question. How much money do you need to start a business? Now, that's a difficult question because the answer depends on multiple factors. What kind of business do you want to start? Where do you live? What's your skill level? Are you doing this alone or are you going at it with multiple people? Can you survive working full-time without pay on your business? Based on the answers from these questions, you could figure out how much money you'd need. One of the mistakes people make early on is trying to plan for the cost for the entire business, instead of planning for a minimum viable product, or MVP. An MVP in the startup world is not a most valuable player, but the smallest or earliest version of a product that people would be willing to use or buy. Early on, all your focus should be geared on what it would take to make something that a few people would be willing to pay for. In this day and age, it's super simple and cheap to start an internet business. If you really want us to answer how much money you need to start a business, the answer would be free or under $100. Shocker, right? How can something that's going to be worth millions of dollars be free to put together? Well, it's cheap from a financial perspective to start, but it will take you a lot of work. Money only speeds things up for you. For example, it's free to start an Instagram page, post regularly, create an audience, and when you hit 100,000 followers, try to sell them a product or service related to your page. Let us give you an example. If you've put together an Instagram page for people who are passionate about the wilderness, about hunting, about nature, and these followers are actually engaged with your page and look to you as a sign of authority, you could find a specific piece of gear, like a Swiss Army knife or anything camping related, to promote to them. In exchange, the company who manufactures said item will pay you a percentage of the sale you've generated for them. Repeat that process a number of times until you have enough. Now that you have money, you could use it to make your own version of that product and directly sell it to your audience. Congratulations, you did it! This is just one of literally thousands of examples of businesses that can be created without any cash upfront. If you've got around $100 saved up, that's more than enough to buy yourself a domain name, some cheap hosting, and a WordPress theme to customize yourself into a working store for your business. It's never been easier to do so, but because it's easy, there's a ton of competition. 2 days ago, we posted our answer to your question, how to get rich. If you haven't watched it, we advise you to do so because from this point on, that video kinda sums it up. It doesn't cost much to start a business if you're willing to put in the work and have the necessary discipline and expertise. A lack of money is just an excuse, which means you're too lazy to figure out a way to make it work with the resources at hand. In the past, we've actually recommended a book called The $100 Startup, which showcases businesses that were started for less than $100. We'll link to the Amazon page in the description. Now, if you want to go the website route, there's a ton of options to pick from, which you can easily sort out yourself. We bought our first domain name from GoDaddy. We'll link it in the description as well. And just to make this clear, this is not a sponsorship or an endorsement for GoDaddy. It just happens to be the website we used back then. So, did we answer your question or not? What do you think you can add on this subject? Let us know in the comments. If you want to ask a question yourself, you can do so by going to Alux.com/question and click the Submit Question button. We hope you're enjoying your holidays. If you haven't subscribed already, you better click on that Alux logo and do it right now. And we picked this video for you to watch next because it's just what you need after watching this one. And click the blue box to ask us a question. Thanks for being an Aluxer. See you tomorrow.